Hey y'all, I am Miss Simpson. I'm the one doing y'all's video lessons for today. Okay, so of course we're going to go ahead and start with our independent reading for 10 minutes. Please make sure that you are starting with writing what page you start on in your reading log and what page you stop on in your reading log. Okay, update that. Today's date, okay, 9/14. And then once you're done with your 10 minutes, take 2 minutes to update your thought log. Again, it is not a summary. Okay, I don't want to know now this is happening, now this is happening, now this is happening. Okay, it is what are you thinking about while you're reading? Are you liking the book? Why or why not? Are you confused and lost? Why? Are there words you don't know and you had to look up? Write it down. Make predictions. What do you think is going to happen in the story? Oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. Okay, you're surprised. Something you didn't see coming occurred. Okay, you're mad that something happened. Oh my gosh, why did this character do that? I don't understand why this character would have done X. If I were this character, I would have done Y. Whatever. Okay, I love this character, totally want to be BFFs and would absolutely hang out with them if they were real. Can't stand this character. If I knew them in real life, I would push them into a dumpster fire. Whatever. Okay, it's what are you thinking about while you're reading? 2 minutes to update that. Once you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and move on to your quick write. Story of a shoe. Okay, so your teacher has brought shoes, various shoes to school today, different kinds. High heels, sandals, men's dress shoes, men's running shoes, children's shoes, all kinds of shoes your teacher has brought into class today. KVA students, you are going to scroll down for pictures of your shoes. I will show you in just a moment, okay? And you are going to flash draft a short story about the person to whom those shoes belong. Things to consider. What kind of person are they? Where did they wear those shoes? What are their interests? What kind of job do they have? What is their life like? You're making it up. You look at these shoes, what kind of person would wear these shoes? Okay? Again, we want to write for no less than 3 minutes, no more than 5. Okay, really try to stop yourself at 5. If you need an additional couple minutes, you could write up to 7, but that's really the max. Do not allow yourself to write past 7 minutes. And you guys really need to get in the habit of trying to shut yourself off at 5. Okay, but try to write it for at least 3. All right, so that's our quick write. Once you're done with that, you're going to go on to House on Mango Street. You're going to read pages 72 to 81 with our passage study on 76 to 77. Okay, you can use the audiobook to follow along if you would like to. Okay, do it that way. Or, of course, you are welcome to attend your teacher's Zoom. We are not putting the passage studies on the slides anymore. They're just going to be lessons in class. Okay, our passage studies are going to be other things that we're looking at, which today we're looking at the word that saved. If you want to know about the passage study and the focus for House on Mango Street, you will have to attend your teacher's Zoom to get that lesson. Okay, today we are focusing on 76 to 77. We're focusing on the motif of feet in shoes. We talked about how feet in shoes are a motif, how a motif is a symbol that runs throughout an entire literary work. Okay, from beginning to end, you see it repeated over and over. So shoes and feet are a major motif in House on Mango Street, and we're focusing on that with pages 76 to 77. You are not going to read actually 81. You're going to stop at 80. I'm sorry. 81 starts the next vignette, Sally. We'll read that tomorrow. So do not go on and start reading Sally. Okay. You will stop before Sally. All right. So let's go on to War That Saved. Today, we're going to try to copy the writing style of Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. Okay, so let's look at how she wrote. I slipped my hand into hers. A strange and unfamiliar feeling ran through me. It felt like the ocean, like sunlight, like horses, like love. I searched my mind and found the name for it, joy. And again, because our focus with House on Mango Street is feet and shoes, we're writing about shoes. We're going to write about our favorite pair of shoes. If you do not have a favorite pair of shoes, if you prefer to be barefoot, you can write about the feeling of being barefoot. That is fine. If you have a favorite pair of fuzzy socks that you just love to put on and it's comfy, when you get home, you take your shoes off and you put these fuzzy socks on, write about your favorite pair of fuzzy socks. If you have a pair of house slippers you like, write about your house slippers. We don't care, okay? You're just, even if it's barefoot and it's no shoes, that is okay. All right. The point is we want to copy this style. All right. When I wrote my sample, I didn't write it on shoes. We did it last year over something else. But I wrote it over a muumuu that I own. My grandmother, when she was alive, she had tons of these satin muumuus that she would wear. She'd put them over her head, usually kind of zipped up the front. And they're almost like a poncho. A muumuu is like a poncho style type of nightgown, robe kind of thing. And she would wear them around the house all the time. And they were bright, vibrant, beautiful colors, satin and silk, okay? She would slip those on and wear them all around. And so when she passed away, me and all my girl cousins, we each took one. So I got one that was very bright purple and gold muumuu. And when I'm having a really, really awful, terrible day, okay, I still to this day at almost 40 will come home and slip that on over my head. And it does feel like my grandmother's with me, right? It almost feels like she's wrapping me in a hug. And I just kind of wear it around my house. And it really makes me feel comfortable and better. And it's calming. And I just really like it. So that's what I wrote about. So I copied the same style that she had here, where she says, I slipped my hand into hers. A strange and unfamiliar feeling ran through me. It felt like the ocean, like sunlight, like horses, like love. I searched my mind and found a name for it, joy. Okay, so you are going to copy that exact same style. So I did that. So instead of I slipped my hand into hers, I said, I slid the muumuu over my head. She said, a strange and unfamiliar feeling ran through me. I said, a comforting and familiar feeling rushed over me. She says, it felt like the ocean, like sunlight, like horses. She had 3 things in that sentence, and each like. So I copied that. It felt like dancing, like Christmas. It felt like dancing in the living room, like laughter, like Christmas, okay? Because that's what we did with my grandmother. We would put on music, and all of us cousins and my grandmother and my aunts and my mom, we'd all dance around the living room. There was lots of laughter, okay, when we were there, and we were always together at Christmas time. So it felt like dancing in the living room, like laughter, like Christmas. And she added one more sentence that only has 2 words. She says, like love. She adds a 4th thing. So I did that. I added another sentence, like childhood, okay? And added a 4th item, right? She says, I searched my mind and found the name for it. I chose, I searched my memories and found a name for it. You can say I searched my mind, I searched my memories, I searched my heart, I searched my soul, okay, whatever, and found a name for it. She says joy. My name for it was home. Okay, so you're talking about that comforting feeling of putting on a favorite pair of shoes, a favorite pair of fuzzy socks, or just that comforting feeling of letting your feet be free from shoes and socks and be barefoot. How does that feel? And I want you to copy it exactly the same style as she wrote it here. Okay, I slipped my feet into the shoes. I slipped my feet into the socks. I slipped my feet out of the shoes and socks, or I pressed my feet to the cold floor. However, okay, I'm going to give you guys about 5 to 7 minutes is what I want you to take. Okay, some of you may finish in 3. It's about the same amount of time as a quick write, 3 to 7 minutes. Some of you might need a little more time because you've got to structure it exactly like this. Okay, you're going to copy some of her words even, right? Okay, so take your time to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the next item on the list. Okay, your share today is just to share your writing with a partner or family member. If you're live in Zoom, your teacher will probably put you into breakout rooms to share what you just wrote, your style from the War That Saved. Okay. If you're live in class, your teacher is going to partner you up. If you're doing this distance and you're doing it asynchronously and you're doing it later, not live with class, then just share with a family member or a friend what you wrote. Okay. Please, please do not forget to take your attendance quiz today so that way you are counted present. Okay. As always, if you have any questions and you're live on Zoom, you can type them into the chat. If you are not, you can either send your teacher an email, message them on Canvas, or message them via Remind. Have a lovely Monday, and we will see you guys tomorrow.